Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Miami Dolphins and the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now Murray off play action. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The Cardinals at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. On play action, it's Murray. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run on first down. Cummings, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now Murray. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Play fake. Murray. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Shovel 38, drill green.
Tua gonna throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Murray rolling to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Set hunt. Opposite. Green. Hey, go Fury.
They'll give it to Mixon. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage.
560.
2nd down and goal. Tua. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Robbie Anderson. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 12, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And some room to work. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, good return up past the 30.
Rondale Moore on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Play action. Now it's Tua. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Okay, ready? Ready?
On play action, here's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
Oh, no.
Jalen Waddle, 27 yards. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Murray now on first down. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
That'll give them 8 that time. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set, ready.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Returning it is Moore. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Drill 52. Set.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On the double. Ready.
Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Prater for the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Here's more on the return. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Omaha.
Here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point good by Prater, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Tua, a final shot before half. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Ready.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 130 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
10 more there and another first down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
On the ball.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They'll roll him out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Milton Williams. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Room here to run. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 5. 36 yards on the play. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Ready up.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Yellow line.
Mixon. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give right side. It's Cummings. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground. Cummings, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Throwing on first down is Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the intercept. Touchdown, Cardinals! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds here as his guys will have it to start the 4th as time has run out on quarter number 3. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Oh, 217 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Switch, yellow. Set.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Shot, 17.
Tua now on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Cards are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, it's Cummings. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Being chased out left. And this one's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Murray off play action. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And a short gain here down to the 22. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On 3rd down, Nixon. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The trick play works. He's got the first. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he returns this to the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown. 50 yards. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Dolphins
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. My, oh my, 237 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. They find some open field here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A handoff, running left, Mixon. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, here's Mixon. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Ready, break.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Blue check.
Again, it's Mixon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And under